Hello, I'm Father Joe Gambala, pastor of St. Malachy Catholic Church in Sterling Heights. Welcome to Saint of the Day. Today is October the 15th, and our saint of the day is St. Theresa of Avila. St. Theresa of Avila was born in 1515 in Spain, of course, in the city of Avila, which is pretty much in the center of Spain. It's an ancient town I have visited many times. It has the largest medieval walls in all of Europe, still standing. It's quite amazing. Well, Teresa could be called a modern-day tomboy. She wanted to do all the things the boys did. And the mother passed away when Teresa was very young. The father was beside himself in trying to get Teresa to act more feminine, and got to the point that he just couldn't control her anymore, literally dragged her to the convent in Avila and decided that she was going to be a nun. We've talked about other saints where fathers have refused permission. Well, in this particular case, the father only gave permission. He insisted on it, and Teresa found herself in the convent and now was a nun. She didn't really have a choice. Well, the nuns rather got along well with Teresa. They realized that she had a mind. She was pretty sharp. They insisted that she learn how to read and to write, and she ended up reading all the books in the little library in the convent. Now, at this particular time in Spain, a lot of gold and silver and other wealth was pouring into the country because of all the silver and gold that the conquistadors had been robbing from the Indians in the New World. Well, this gold and silver was going somewhere, and it was going to Spain. And the Spanish king didn't know what to do with a lot of this wealth because he had kicked out all of the bankers. The bankers were Jewish and Muslim, and they had been kicked out of the country. So he built, of course, we know about the Armada. He built a lot in the military. He also gave a lot of money to the churches and the convents. And this caused a problem because many convents where the nuns and the brothers had been working, in the fields to support themselves, so now found themselves so wealthy that they could hire people to do the work for them. And Teresa thought this was a terrible thing. And she wrote many things, and she also wrote a piece condemning this practice. Well, she received a letter from the Pope, who was aware of her writings, and said, I give you permission to leave the convent and travel about Spain and reform these convents and tell these nuns they can't take their wealth and hire people to do the work for them, that they must continue to do their share fair labor and keep their rule. And so Avila did. She became a very good friend of St. John of the Cross, who we'll discuss much later in the year, who went through the same concerns as St. Theresa of Avila did.